Yo, it is the stock market recap, and I'm going to keep teaching you how to use technical analysis. Now, is the market going to continue to move higher, or is it going to stall? Let's use our chart reading skills to figure out if we can get that answer. Thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That will give you access to all of the future content that comes from yours truly. Also, hit the website up. I'm working on a redesign. Give me some feedback on that. Let me know what you're thinking on that. Also, leave feedback in the comments. We can have a conversation. Hit me up, get your merchandise, the whole nine, wincrease.com. Let's get to these charts. We had an awesome week. I want to show you how we can keep using our chart reading skills to figure out what's going to happen next. So, let's go to the S&P. S&P closed at 4,545.86. Let's break down what has happened this week. Last week we talked about how the 20-day moving average was in the way, okay? And you see now that it truly is in the way. We moved higher during the week, and the market sold off all of that high. And we have created a doji candle. Okay, that doji is giving us a signal of indecision. Indecision is something that we do not want to see when you get towards a resistance level. Okay, that is going to give us a signal that the market is making a move, and we are likely going to make a big move at some point in time to where it truly wants to go. And right now, it is showing that the bulls do not have the strength that we thought they had in the first place. We started our move lower. We tracked that very, very well. And then we had our bullish engulf. Our bullish engulf gave us the signal for the market to attempt to make a move higher. And we discussed last week about that 20-day moving average being resistance. We see all of our ribbon study here, which is just multiple moving averages, starting to curve, and that usually gives a signal that things are going to slow down. I think the market is going to continue to pause. I'm not going to say that it's going to exactly move lower next week. I think we continue to pause as we figure out what's going to happen here at this 20-day moving average. It's starting to form the resistance that we thought it would form last week. We're going to see if that's going to continue. That is the S&P. Let's check out the Russell, and we use ticker I. W M. The Russell closed at 207.57. Now let's check out how it performed during the week. We talked multiple times about this line here, and that is the resistance line. We brought up before how that used to be major support. On the other side of the price, this is going to likely be major resistance, and you can see that we did start to climb above that this week, and it automatically started to sell off, and we've got indecision. This time we have a spinning top showing us the indecisive action that traders are having in this price range. Now we got our 20-day moving average also aligning in that same area and giving us resistance. There's a lot going on with the price that's giving you clear signals that the market is not ready to move higher just yet. Is it going to keep moving higher? This indecision is giving us a signal that it is likely not going to move higher, and that it will likely continue to stay in this 200 area. We've been there for a while, and you can see when we're up here around this 220 area, it stayed there for a while too. Are we going to repeat that? We're going to see. I think that the Russell will continue to stay in this small area and churn out before it finally moves lower. That is what I think the Russell will do. Now let's go to the next on the list, and we have $DJI as we follow for the Dow. So the Dow closed at 34,818.27. All right, and we take a closer look here, and we see that we have indecision. across the board right now, we're getting some indecisive action. We have another doji showing up near that 20-day moving average. It is in the way and forming resistance on all of the indexes. The Dow is not giving us any signals that it wants to move higher as well. We've had that bullish engulf and we had that action near that 20-day moving average, and we see that the moving averages are starting to flatten, and this is going to give a signal that we may continue to tread around this area until we finally start to move lower. All right, and that is the Dow. And lastly, you know what we do. Let's close it out with the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq closed at 14,861.21. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. So the Nasdaq made similar moves. This one made an inverted hammer. All right, we had a move higher that was sold off, and we're back below that 20-day moving average. So let's go ahead and recap for all of the indexes. All right, all 4 indexes have had resistance near that 20-day moving average. So we had indecisive action for this week where the price moved up during the week, and towards the end of the week everything sold off and that resistance held up strong. What does that tell us? That tells us that the market is still not ready to move higher and that the sellers still have a stronghold on the market, and that the path of least resistance will likely resume. At some point in time, if we do continue to tread near these low levels, then we are going to continue that path and move lower. So that's it. Let's wrap this up. Enjoy your weekend. I want you to spend time with your family. Make sure that you get outside, drink your water, get your healthy habits, your exercise, all of the good stuff to take care of yourself, because nobody's going to do it better than you will. And we will catch you next week. Peace.